going on? You guys all right? What are you guys doing? We are here live, real time, about to watch the main event of Showtime Championship Boxing against WBC Interim. Oh, but here is the classy Jimmy.
And the passing of International Boxing Hall of Famer and former two-division world champion from Brazil, Eder Joffrey. With only
okay, no disrespect to Eder Joffrey, but 154-pound interim champion, Sebastian Fundora, the towering 6'7", 154-pounder. Every fight, it seems as though he changes height. One fight, he's 6'4". Another fight, he's 6'8". One fight, he's 7'2". You know, just joking. But yeah, no, but seriously though, you know, there's been several fights where he's 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". It's like, what is he? But either way, dude is good. Dude is good. So, he's fighting Carlos Ocampo, who fought Errol Spence several years back. But since then, Carlos Ocampo has gotten pretty good. You know, I've been keeping an eye on him. I'm gonna pull it up. By the way, shout out to Carlos Adames for putting the boot in the ass of Juan Macias Montiel. I've actually sat here and watched this whole card. I was sick this week with some tonsillitis and getting some work done in the house. But you had Gabriela Fundora competing at 112. She beat up Naomi Reyes. Agilitas Kavaliauskas. Michael Fox just ran around the ring pretty much. He did get dropped twice. It looked like it was going to be over for him. But for the most part, he just ran around the ring. You had the card open up with Fernando Martinez versus Ancajas 2. Fernando Martinez is just, you know, a crazy pressure fighter. By the way, here's Carlos Ocampo on the way to the ring. On the way to the ring. Where is this fight at, by the way?
154 by the Ring Magazine. Yeah, Ocampo's credentials may not be.
Oh, no, we're going to turn that down. So as Carlos Ocampo is making his way to the ring, I was saying that Ancajas, he's moving to 118, but I'm thinking they're going to wait to see what happens with Inoue after Paul Butler. I expect for Inoue to put a boot in Paul Butler's ass in December. And then I expect for Ancajas to move to 118 because, you know, he just lost to Fernando Martinez twice back-to-back, you know, and I'm not sure if he can hang. I mean, he can hang with those guys because he's probably going to lose. But in my opinion, when you look at the top guys at 115 pounds between Chocolatito, Juan Francisco, Bam Rodriguez, Joshua Franco, Ioka. Who else am I missing? I'm missing one more, a couple more. But I think that Fernando Martinez, even though he's a high-volume pressure fighter, I think he's on the lower tier of those guys. You know, I think that Chocolatito would beat him. Estrada, even though he didn't look good, would beat him. Bam Rodriguez in his last fight didn't look good, would beat him. You know, I think that the only one out of those top guys that he would convincingly probably beat is Joshua Franco, WBA champion. But that's just me. That's just me, you know. But, you know, I am pissed off. I didn't get a chance to give my thoughts on the potential drug cheat in Conor Benn. What'd be wrong with these boxers? And then all of a sudden, he's going to just pop up with a physique like that and think that nobody's going to ask no questions. By the way, Sebastian Fundora is on his way to the ring. So let me tell you how we do it. When I do stream during fights, we peek in between rounds, do post-fight. Well, during in-between round commentary, I scored the card. I am watching here on Showtime anytime. And Sebastian Fundora, the Towering Inferno, is here on his way to the ring. The interim champion at 154 pounds. The undisputed champion at 154 pounds, Jermell Charlos, will return January the 28th against Tim Tszyu. And there's some early rumblings that that's going to be on pay-per-view. But I doubt it now that the fact that Spence versus Crawford may be on pay-per-view in that month. But I don't want to talk about Spence versus Crawford. But I'm really pissed off at my fucking back itch. I'm really fucking pissed off at Conor Ben, because it's like, how do you, and more pissed off at Eddie Hearn. Like, what was he thinking? Like, what is he thinking? They, like Eddie Hearn, like he now has a cloud over him of him trying to hide drug test results. Like, what's up with him? But anyway, this fight don't really have no buzz. Sebastian Fundora still building his resume and his name up, even though he is a interim champion. This is one of those cards that's for like the hardcores, like myself. But ain't nobody really give a fuck about this card, especially since you got such a busy week next week with Shields versus Marshall. That's finally here. Look, that crept up on us. The queen been gone. I was going to say some insensitive shit. The queen been gone for damn near a month now. I think Monday or Tuesday would be a month since the queen. No, Thursday, right? I think that all these promotional companies be doing like shady shit. I heard it from both sides that PBC hide, motherfuckers drug tests, especially when it comes to VADA and shit for Floyd. And then we clearly know Eddie Hearn is doing it now. It's just like, bro, like motherfuckers, y'all need to be transparent. Like, offer the fans some transparency. But yeah, Fundora still, I like Fundora. But, he really don't have like a super large following right now, I guess you can say. But it's growing. It's growing. It's going to be interesting to see what he's going to do next. But by the way, don't be surprised. Like Ocampo's pretty good. Ocampo's pretty good. Here's the tail of the tape. We're going to turn it up a little bit. We're going to do some fight commentary. Let's turn it up.
Ends up being the deciding
get my trusty
factor of the
scorebook.
fight. The fascinating thing is that
I got my trusty scorebook here. All right, here we go. I got some scores in here, bro. I'm gonna save this book for eternity. All right, we're gonna do Sebastian Fundora as F and Carlos Ocampo, CEO. I do not like no correctional officers, bro. Now, some of them be cool, but then again, I never stayed in no fucking jail long enough, like no degenerate criminal, to really gain a rapport with no damn COs. But anyway, how you guys doing? What fights you most excited for about next week? Y'all think Deontay Wilder gonna get clipped? Y'all think Wilder gonna get clipped by Helenius? Y'all think Clarissa Shields gonna get beat up? Y'all think that Kambosos not gonna get his fucking face jabbed off? Or how about Liam Parra on Brock Jarvis? It's gonna be taking place in the morning. No, I think it's gonna be taking place on just regular Friday. What fights are calling you for next week? I'm looking forward to Robert Helenius. I think Robert Helenius is gonna be doing real good early. And then he gonna get fucking sparked and knocked the fuck out. Because when Robert Helenius get hurt or get knocked out, he start breakdancing. But I think if he get knocked out by Wilder, it's gonna be ugly, But also, I'm just not a fan of fighters fighting sparring partners. For example, Deontay Wilder, right? We now know that him and Malik Scott are close friends. So I still feel Malik Scott flopped in that first Wilder fight. That Wilder fight. I feel he flopped. By the way, look at the crowd. Not many people there. But I feel Malik Scott flopped. I'm not saying that the Nordic Nightmare Robert Helenius with his Viking blood would flop, but I'm just saying, it's a bad look fighting sparring partners on pay-per-view. Like, come on, man. You're not supposed to be doing that shit. That shit's just fucking smack in the face. It's disrespectful. But yeah, I can tell, like normally on a fight night, we'll be having somewhere between 500 to fucking 10,000 people up in here. It's 36 people. Motherfuckers do not give a fuck about this card. And I was looking on like the Boxing Voice stream and then the weigh-in. I was watching the weigh-in yesterday on Showtime and it was only 259 people watching. And that's when I knew, like, my God, it ain't gonna be easy. But we here for you, Sebastian. We here for you, bro. We doing the Lord's work. If he's a boxing fan, that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying, I'm not blaspheming. I don't need no problems from from sweet baby Jesus right now. Life is, whew, I need all the prayers I can get. Pray for T Street. So what's up, man? We got a busy ass week. Let me tell you, we got a busy ass week next week, yo. By the way, they're still introducing the fighters. We're here live real time. Who do y'all got? A part of me, see, my prediction's been fucked up lately, so I'm scared to give a prediction. I'm scared to give a prediction. My prediction's been real off lately, you know, so I'm scared I'm going to jinx the person I really think going to win. All right, they're facing off. So, all right, we're going to turn it up a little bit. And we're going to do some scoring. By the way, take your time out. Like the video. I'll cut this shit off. I'll cut it off. All right, let's do some scoring. Look at the arena. Not that many people there. But I still consider Fundora like kind of like a prospect, I guess. Like a fringe contender. You know, like especially on the marketing end. All right, Fundora come out with a nice jab. Fighting tall early so far. Fighting look. It's just tough. Ooh! You know, me and Big J was talking about how easy it is with that big waist to hit Fundora to the body, and he just hit him with a big ass right hook to the body. Now a big straight to the body. Crisp. 2 minutes, 23 seconds left in round number 1. Hey, listen. Fundora might get chopped down. Jab to the body from Ocampo. So far, he's Fundora's, you know, trying to work off the jab, fight hard. Fundora takes a left hook. It was a right hand to the body, then he came up top with the left hook. He missed the right hand to the body, came up with the left hook. So listen, already it's looking like Ocampo got the towering inferno, the 6'5" tonight, Sebastian Fundora. And it's only round 1 though. But another big straight to the body. By the way, the straight is my favorite punch to the body. Floyd had a mean one. Sucked the life right out of you. That's what she said. So 1 minute, 15 seconds left in round number 1. So far, it is a Ocampo round just because of the 4 big punches that he's hit Fundora with. But Ocampo is definitely better than he was when he fought Errol Spence. Definitely, for sure. Another right hand to the body. And the thing is, you hear the shots of Ocampo when they connect to the body. One thing I do like, though, about Fundora so far, you know, is what we've seen in the past from him that a lot of us didn't like, is that he is fighting tall this fight. He is using his height and reach. And if you notice, when he does miss or he over-engages and kind of lunges, that's when Ocampo is able to land to the body. And so far, it's looking like Ocampo can't miss to the body. 30 seconds left in the round. We're going to take a little peek, and I'm going to try to get you a replay of one of these body shots if they show them in between rounds. I need some chapstick, damn it.
Trying to time Fundora's jab as we see he's pawing with it. There it is. He timed it and he came right in.
But yeah, take your time out. Like the video, subscribe. 5 seconds left in round number 1.
Well, this is an evening in which the Fundoras have already had some success. His sister, Gabriela, taking on Naomi Reyes, who, interestingly, as her brother looks on,
She looked just like him.
Gabriela took on the best fighter she's faced as a pro. 9-1 was Reyes.
She looked just like him.
Gabriela Fundora landed a right hook. She was very busy, and even though Reyes did some,
But yeah, the key I'm seeing so far in this round number 1 is the body work and the possible counter from Ocampo that can potentially drop, which he has been dropped before, Sebastian Fundora. You know, because he threw a two-piece, you know, right hook to the body, left hook up top. And even though the right hook missed, the left hook connected, but it looked like one of those type of combinations that if he throws it again, you know,
The bell in round number 2. And immediately Fundora again.
the more he throws it, he'll be more successful.
Cabby wants Ocampo to see stars.
See, he just tried to do it again.
Very cool, calm, and trying to get to the body, trying to close the distance. And there's a left to the body by.
See how I'm saying? Like, no, I don't like that like there right there, like how he just lunged with those two body shots. He like leaped into him.
By the way, if you're wondering, the 34 on his trunks is a tribute to
He's lunging with his hooks to the body. And Fundora, what I'm noticing from Fundora is he's trying to jab. His punches is not really nothing behind him.
You know what a lot of us like, you know, which is or using it to his advantages with.
I don't know. See,
But I want to see that left a little bit more, just as he did right
Fundora's not really doing like he's, you know, it's like it's kind of like
there. It is. The jab's a good setup punch.
okay, I mean, he's using a jab, I'm guessing. Okay, now he just see, he's using a jab to try to set up something, but I can't really see what he's trying to set up. Like, is he using a jab to, you know, it doesn't seem like he's using a jab to score points or to make a statement with it.
Fundora's definitely committed to the jab here in the first 2 rounds of this important battle at 154.
I don't know. I'm too focused on trying to figure out what the strategy is. But don't get me wrong, he's winning this round. We can say he's winning round number 2 so far. Because now I see what he's doing. He's jabbing, but then as soon as Ocampo comes in for a body shot, he chops down. Interesting. Let me pull something up here. How many times has Fundora been dropped in his career? And how many times have Ocampo been dropped in his career? Okay, so far, 45 seconds left in round number 2. The jab, he's throwing a lot of jabs. I want to see how many are connecting because they, you know, it's some ones that are connecting, but they're not necessarily like, you know, I guess you could say pleasing to the judge. By the way, who was that judge for the Fernando Martinez Joan Ancajas fight? You remember that judge? I call her Judge Beauty. Who was that judge? Anybody know? I can look up her name, I guess. I need to check those scorecards. I've never seen such a glamorous female judge. She was enchanting. Yeah, Ocampo looks to be already bleeding from the mouth from the jab. That's the end of round number 2. From the nose, I'm guessing. Fundora actually looks like, what I like about Fundora is he's not all hunched over. Like, he is fighting tall, and he is losing it, and he is using his jab. I'm worried about Ocampo's lunging because he's not like jabbing to try to get in on the inside. He's like, you can tell he's definitely trying to get to the body, and I'm wondering if he can't get to the body, does he have another game plan? It looked like he was bleeding from the nose, but turns out he wasn't. Yeah, he was, looks like. But let's not get it twisted. Fundora is 19-0-1 with 13 KOs. So that's a respectable knockout percentage. Carlos Ocampo only lost to Errol Spence. 34-1, 22 KOs. He's knocked out his last 3 opponents.
Begins his 100th round as a professional. This being round 3 for Ocampo. It's his 178th.
Jab to the body from Fundora. Jab up top from Fundora. Fundora is the better jabber, though, overall in the fight. Definitely, for sure. And it's one of them type of like jabs where I'm wondering now. See, put it this way: the first round and even the first half of the second round, he wasn't really putting nothing behind the jab, but now he's really sticking them. Like they sticking. Like Ocampo's nose is already busted up. It's not. It doesn't look like it's bleeding again. It's bleeding a little bit. It looks like in this round number 3. 2 minutes left. Okay, so we just saw Ocampo do a lunging overhand, like left hand. Like he kind of jumped with it a little bit. Let me turn this up a little bit. Like he's lunging with a lot of his punches, but this time he connected. So he's got some type of awkward strategy to get to the upper body and the head of Fundora. But despite the fact that Fundora is working off the jab and Ocampo is still very successful to the body. Now he's got him on the inside, smothered him, meaning Ocampo's landing with those right hooks to the body. Like they're sticking. Fundora's still keeping his composure though, still like jabbing, not trying to get into a firefight. But as I'm looking, his sides are red though, that's for sure. Do you think that, how old is Sebastian Fundora? He's still got a ways to go. Ocampo was 26 years old. Fundora's 24. He could probably go all the way up to 175 by the end of his career. Definitely with his frame. Maybe power will carry him to 168, maybe 160, 168. But I'm trying to look at Fundora and see, like, is the tools there? The height is there, but is he like a special fighter? You see what I'm saying? Like, would you consider him? There's the body shot. That's that awkward punch I was telling you about. Not in slow motion. It came around like real wild. See, that jab is like dedicated. Like, like is like Fundora, like can you see like him being a special talent? Not just a good, because he looks like a good fighter. But from the outsider looking in, the non-boxer here, motherfuckers like to talk shit. Have you been in the ring, bro? I'm just saying, like, he's got the tools, he's got the height, he can jab. One thing I think that any tall fighter should have, your jab should be, you should have a mastered jab. Like that, because that's what you need to keep people away from you and keep them off the body. So going into now round number 4, Ocampo came out very aggressive. Landed so far 4 big punches on Sebastian Fundora. Sebastian Fundora's mouth is open a little bit, possibly from the body shots. Another right hand to the body, the abdomen. Now they're in the phone booth. Ocampo's punches are explosive. Now, this is where I'm concerned, because now Fundora has gotten into a firefight. He's completely abandoned the jab the last 30 seconds, and now it's a different fight. I think his legs... Okay, now he's going back to jabbing. Now they're back in the... Look, this is it. The fight has just changed. I think that now Fundora's in some deep trouble, because this wasn't the fight he's been fighting this whole fight. That's where Ocampo... This is where Ocampo fights. The whole fight just changed. Listen to these punches. I can't show you, but listen.
On the midpoint of the 4th, and Ocampo making it a fight, going to the body with the right, and they're cuffing.
The whole fight just changed.
By Fundora to the left, and this is
Now it's a phone booth fight.
Used to seeing.
Yeah, there goes the boxing out the window. Fourth round. It lasted 3 rounds.
And you know, you could feel the uppercut coming, and there's one by Fundora.
I think it's over for Fundora now.
Oh, nice left.
I don't
hand
think
by
his
Fundora,
little
too.
frame
He's a good
can
inside
take this.
fighter. Yeah, he's really good in there.
And this is the kind of action the fans want to see in Ocampo. Just
I wanted to see him keep boxing though. You know, I think he could have frustrated Ocampo enough if he would have stuck with it a couple more rounds. Because Ocampo was starting to lunge and get frustrated. But now look, Fundora back being Fundora. 6'5" fighter in the phone booth. And to me, Fundora's fighting back. Oh, big. I'm not sure if the body of Fundora can withstand this. He's red all over. He's red all. I'm not sure if his body's going to stand this, because now Fundora's on the back foot. Don't get me wrong, Fundora, he's eating some mean body shots, bro. I'm talking, that's the correct term. Like, you know, Ocampo was chopping down the tree. He's eating some mean body shots. But Fundora is holding his own. Now we have a fight. Look at this.
This round was fought at close range, and that's the body work that Ocampo so badly wants to accomplish. And there's Fundora trying to land his own uppercut. And then on the inside,
now we have a fight.
Ocampo throwing, getting countered,
And don't get it twisted.
him very effectively, but
Fundora's got a very good inside game. We've seen that against Lubin.
we see some more
But I just don't think, from what I've learned from Ocampo, is that he should be doing this with him.
There's the uppercut. You know, Fundora can fight very well at short
You know?
range, but he puts himself in danger of getting hit with left hook.
I noticed that about Fundora, is that he wouldn't take a step back. He took a couple step backs, but then he ducked in and pushed forward. He wasn't trying to give up no ground. So you can tell. But look, now back to a firefight, the beginning of round number 5. Look, back in the phone booth. Look, 10 seconds in. 10 seconds in. Let's see whose body hold up. Somebody's body gonna break. Or it's gonna be one of them uppercuts that's gonna come in, like some punch over top that's gonna put somebody on their knee. Somebody gonna take a knee. Somebody's gonna take a knee. 30 seconds into the round. Trying to call all these punches, that's pretty much out the window because they're in the phone booth. Fundora's not trying to give up no ground. Look, as you can see, look. Ocampo's trying to push him back. But Fundora's not trying to give up no ground at all. I like that. Because when you're the big man, like, be the big man. Like, don't let nobody come in smaller than you, push you back. Look. I'm going to see if I can give you a clip of, like, the struggle. See how he's trying to push him? See how he's trying to push him, but he can't? Now he finally got him on the ropes. He did push him eventually. Ocampo just pushed him right to the ropes. I think it's a mental thing, because I think Fundora's supposed to be boxing, but then he just goes into a firefight, kind of like Tim Bradley off the top of my head. Like, when he was boxing, he'd be amazing, but then he'd get into fucking firefights, and it's like, Tim, what the fuck are you doing? Oh. But I notice now Fundora's starting to give up more ground. He's giving up more ground. It's a good fight, though. In my opinion, it's living up to the hype, because this is kind of what I've expected. Not as exciting, but this is kind of what I've expected. One thing I'm noticing about Ocampo is right now, Ocampo may have the volume and the more bigger punches. But what you're noticing about Fundora is his work is cleaner. His work is like cleaner right now. Like, does that make sense? Like his punches are more crisp. Like his combinations, they're better placed. You can see it right there in that clip. You know, Ocampo's punches are kind of like looping, a little sloppy. But Fundora, when he fires, he's connecting like with clean shots. And Fundora may look small, I mean, as far as frame, but, you know, at 6'5", like, he's showing he's strong up in there. Like, mentally, like, physically strong. See, cleaner punches. I think Ocampo going to get KO'd now, too, the way it's looking, because he's dragging his punches and he's sloppier. And when Fundora does connect, it's cleaner punches, like cleaner, shorter punches.
And it's a punch that he generates a lot of power with during the course of a fight.
Yeah, Ocampo might be going down. Because with everything that he's hit Fundora with, you have to think, well, you know, if you haven't dropped him or stunned him yet, you know, I'm guessing you're going to have to try to beat the will out of him. And can Ocampo hold up that intensity? You know, I think it's starting to look like Ocampo going to get hit with some shit, like some crisp, probably an uppercut, you know, or a left hook that's going to turn him all the way around on some, you know. Back in the phone booth.
And I also always find it interesting when the coach tells you you can go 20 rounds and
I don't know. I'm starting to get impressed. I'm starting to get impressed. Because I mean, maybe this is who he is. Maybe he's gonna be an inside fighter. You know, I want him to be able to be the box, a guy like Ocampo, but maybe this is who Fundora is.
Yeah, Ocampo is, you know, he's just so squared up right now. If he would turn, he would have much better, and he'd get better leverage on the left hook.
Ocampo punches like he slowed down tremendously. Like his punches are so sloppy. Like I'm like it's looking like Fundora might catch him. We're 2 minutes left in round number 6.
Speaking of Fundora, and he does with the volume of punches, you got to start being more smart about using your punches.
You know, he landed a real nice left hook there. From time to time, he's getting leverage on the left, but not as much as he would like.
See, he's hitting. Look, it almost happened. A left hook I was telling you about. Ocampo got a little bit too sloppy. He does have Fundora on the rope, but let's see if he can keep him on there. Fundora's just muscled himself off the rope, pushed him back to the middle of the ring. Fundora's kind of strong. Because every time he'll get on the rope, or Fundora or Ocampo would think he's pushing him back, Fundora would just catch his... Listen, this is going to get real ugly. An ugly KO is going to come. I smell an ugly KO cooking. I don't think Ocampo can wear him down from what I'm seeing. Whew. Big body shot from Fundora. Like an uppercut to the body. Short, close. See, look, he's tired. He shot his load. I don't know. It's getting it's getting ugly for Ocampo. He just took the biggest punch of the fight so far from what I've seen. In the corner from Fundora. 12 seconds left in the round. Jordy says he does need to box more, can get away with his phone booth style against bigger punchers in the division. That's true, especially if he does move up in weight eventually to 160, or even when he goes to 168 possibly in the future. All right, going into round number 7. So far, Ocampo might get knocked out. I don't like how lazy his punches are. And still, as you can see,
does what he was tempting.
And as you can see, Fundora is still the cleaner puncher.
Use the jab at range and land this
And if we're being honest,
it there. And here he does
even though he's in the phone booth,
jab. Very
he doesn't look
effective. Here
tired.
comes the left hand. When Fundora does that, what
It
is
just looked like he stopped moving, but he doesn't look tired.
still punching with power.
I mean, his body's getting beat like a drum, that's for sure. But it's not like Fundora's not returning the favors to Ocampo's face. Round number 7. This fight seemed like it's been going on forever. We're just halfway through. Damn.
hoping to extend his winning streak.
Somebody ain't gonna make it.
Begin round 7. And Fundora going downstairs with the left, followed up with a right upstairs to the head of Ocampo.
Ocampo's punches don't seem to really have no steam on them.
And lean in on Fundora, giving away his leverage.
I mean, you know, like not like they were earlier.
Impossible for him to get away now from Fundora's pressure. And he's going to have to.
Okay, nice combination from Ocampo coming back.
After Fundora, there's the overhand rights.
Let's bring in our unofficial scorer, Steve Ford. How do you have it at the halfway point?
Oh, Mo, I have it 57-57. What's interesting is that Fundora didn't do much offensively in 3 of the first 4 rounds. Once he went on the inside, he's been very effective landing the bigger shots. He's won round 5 and 6 very clearly. But still, I have it.
They're both in the phone booth again, trading body shots.
Yeah, I don't think, I'm not really that surprised that Steve has it that, because there were a series of rounds that you could have given to Ocampo. But what's happened is Fundora's changed the tenor of this fight.
And the body language of Ocampo begins to become a bit of a concern for his corner. He's throwing punches, but again, just off balance and not a lot of leverage. And Fundora just kind of biding his time.
I think it's going to be ugly KO
Going to the body.
because he's
Punches
lunging
from
his
Ocampo definitely
punches
are
and
more of,
everything.
just trying to fight out of fight.
You know, he can't break the will of Fundora. Now Fundora's pushing him back. And so far, Fundora's been having. I think if Fundora keeps doing this and gets him on the ropes, he's going to be able to finish him.
Fundora's father, Cuban, his mother, Mexican.
Because he's trying to get him to the ropes now.
Hispanic Heritage Month, and we are
Fundora's just, Ocampo's just getting he's now the one getting chopped down.
Fundora with 30 body shots left to compare.
He just took a little short uppercut, Ocampo.
Yeah, it is a headline. It's interesting.
And let's not forget, Ocampo's been stopped before by Errol Spence Jr. And when was that? That was a blowout. What round was that? Back in 2018, June. Round 1 KO.
End this fight by doing that, by just getting a little distance, nice jab, nice straight left hand, and I think
You
that
don't
would
think
certainly-
he can by doing that?
I want to see the scorecards. How do you have this fight?
Can't land a jab in a straight left.
Fundora's clearly up now on my card.
If he were to get that distance like he has it right there, 100%, yes.
Big overhand right from Ocampo on a Fundora. 14 seconds left in the round.
Ocampo said, hey,
Going into round number 8. So, let's talk about who's winning the fight and why. Or and how. Ocampo was having success earlier in the fight, the first 4 rounds. Mostly because Fundora was jabbing and moving, being the boxer at 6'5". Ocampo was having some real success to the body. But around the end of round 4 was when Fundora decided to stay still and trade with him. And ever since he started to trade with him and stay in the pocket, body shots, exchanging body shots and big blows himself instead of just jabbing, the jab has completely went out the window. Now it seems to be that he's going to be running away with the fight and possibly stopping Carlos Ocampo. I had to turn down because I was giving my thoughts, which is what we're doing.
then both of them. Let's go. Let him lose. Confidence.
The bell and round
Right now, I have a 4-3
unbeaten Sebastian Fundora.
for Fundora.
And the once defeated Carlos Ocampo again renewing hostilities in the center.
4-3 Fundora.
And Abner,
But some of those rounds were close, so you can say it depends on how you look at it.
there, as we reach the latter stages of the fight, adjustments you would like to see.
We're in round number 8 now.
And Fundora as well.
Back in the phone booth. They're back in the phone booth again. And I just don't think that, you know, from what we've seen so far, Ocampo doesn't have like nothing on his punches to keep Fundora off of him or possibly get a stoppage. So to me, he has to win off of points. Like even like I'm looking at the body language of Ocampo, and I'm gonna try to catch it. But you got to see like how wild his punches are and how like he can get knocked out. Let me see if we can get a combination here. Look, they're so slow. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Now it's like, how is Fundora getting hit with this? They're so slow and looping. And it looks like he's open for a KO. You know, Ocampo. Ocampo hand that, I mean, yeah, you're right. He's still working. Oh, there it is. It's coming. It's coming. Ocampo's taking some mean shots to the skull. Now Ocampo's a little hurt. He's on his bike. I want to see how many punches are thrown though, because Ocampo also has an engine. Here is Steve Farhood's scorecard. He has a 67. Same way I have it, 4 rounds to 3 for Fundora. But this round is a close round, round number 8. This is a close round. Now, already, round number 8, I'm telling you right now, I'm giving it to Ocampo. It's 30 seconds left if it keeps going the way it's going. Yeah, Ocampo has no power left. You know, even though he's connecting with these punches, a lot of punches. You can say he won this round number 8, in my opinion. Even though there's no steam on him, like he won that round. I'm giving that round to him. You know, either Fundora took a round off to rest, but hey, it's 4-4 on my card, and that's because Ocampo won a lot of the early rounds. Oh, now they got the doctors looking in. Look, let's listen in.
Languages, he's falling all over the place. No, hay que protect yourself. You guys have got to protect yourself. Protégete en todo momento. Necesito pelea. Okay, thank you.
Al, you're a guest.
Thank you.
Listen to this.
Okay, go with the right and left, and they're saying that you need the punches to be harder. That's what they're saying to you. Okay, keep with the right haymaker and left with everything you have.
They're saying he has nothing on his punches. The ref. And they're like, he's falling all over the place. He is, but at the same time, I think he still won that round. Like, I think he still won that round.
Breathe deep from the mouth.
Like he was still, even though they all wild and everything, he was connecting with that bullshit, even though it was all wild. He was connecting. Was he not? Look, and he doing it again. He telling him, like, make sure you... So he's already saying he's going to stop the fight, basically. So now he want Ocampo to get knocked out. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Outrageous. Abner, am I nuts? How can you walk to a fighter like that who's banging away and tell him his body language is bad and you're getting ready to stop the fight? He hasn't been down. He hasn't been in huge trouble. How can you do that?
I kind of alluded to that in the round myself, but
I mean, come on.
Abner, what do you think?
I mean,
is that wrong or am I way? Look at him. He's still
fighting. I mean, he is throwing, he is fighting back. But I do get the referee maybe not seeing a lot of power behind him, but he's not a big power puncher. Yes, I get that.
He's not a boxing commentator, and neither is the commission. Just because he's not fighting up to the standards you want, that's outrageous. I'm sorry.
Think so too.
I know.
I think so too.
And Ocampo continues to.
You know, and by the way, Ocampo's still fighting. Here's Steve Farhood's scorecard. Like, he's connecting to just awkward, sloppy, slow punches. And even though he's falling, he's still connecting with that shit. So who do you blame? Fundora for getting hit with that bullshit? Or do you blame Ocampo, but he's landing the punches? Oh no, cuz. Yeah, that was ugly. But so far, 90 seconds left in round number 9. I have it tied so far, by the way. I didn't give I gave last round to Ocampo. I think Ocampo won round 8. But he's still fighting, like, and he's still tagging, you know, Fundora with punches. See, look, he's. Okay, now so far 45 seconds left. Fundora has him on the ropes, and Fundora's taking control of the round. He got off the ropes. Ocampo almost got hit on a turn. I mean, his legs are a little all over the place, but he's still connecting, and he's not taking like super big shots, or at least not these last couple rounds.
But again, if Fundora really wanted to make a case and make it seem like that, he got to get on top of him.
And Jack Reese again working his 872nd professional.
I mean, listen, dude is still fighting and throwing punches. Now, I'm giving that round to Fundora, but they're very close rounds, man.
Good job, Chema. Demonstrate to them that you're a fighter.
5 rounds to 3. Let's turn it up. Listening to the corner.
Come on, you got to keep demonstrating to him that you're good to go.
I don't think
real Chema is.
Look at the ref.
He's okay. He's very good.
I don't think Fundora can beat Charlo either. Charlo is just levels above all these guys.
Well, the last round, again, the posture was fighting on the inside. Good work by Fundora with the body shots. Ocampo not landing all those, certainly. A lot of those were blocked. And yes, he is throwing some arm punches to be sure.
Like Jamel Charlo, I do consider like to be a special talent. Like, dude is good.
The jab from Fundora, which has not been as pronounced as.
And then if you beat him, he come back and knock you out. Or if you're beating him, he'll knock you out. Like with John Jackson. But that's the dog. All right, round number 10. Why is this card so late? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. My God. It's 12:40 fucking 7 a.m. Jeez. Steve Farhood has an 86-85. He gave last round. Look how close it is on Farhood's card. So I gave last round to Fundora, and I gave round number 8 to Ocampo. Basically, we had it reversed. Yeah, Charlo ain't no joke. Like, dude is special. Like, remember when he did the Lubin? I felt that he won both the first Tony Harrison fight. I was there, by the way. Then came back and stopped him. Went to war. Didn't listen to his trainer on the way to beat Brian Castano. Then whooped him in the second fight. So dude is the man. Should be fighting more, in my opinion. Like he got a lot of momentum that's supposed to be capitalizing on. That 2-fight a year shit ain't for everybody. I think somebody like him should be fighting. Whoa. Ocampo's still fighting. However, once again, there's nothing on the punches. It's all about if his body's going to hold up the next 2.5 rounds. 1 minute left in round number 10. But I don't think that Ocampo is going to win. Even though the fight's close, I think that Fundora has enough to be able to edge out these rounds. But I'm interested to make sure we see the punch stats for this fight, because Ocampo has been throwing a lot of punches. And he doesn't stop throwing punches. I think Ocampo's tired. But the thing is, he's tagging Fundora up. Like, he's hitting Fundora. He's connecting with his punches.
30 seconds left in the 10th. And it's likely Fundora's winning this round. But he hasn't dominated it every second.
He's definitely winning. I mean, not winning, well, winning his round. Hey, listen, I guess we just get this out of the way. There's probably going to be talk of somebody getting robbed. People are going to probably be saying that Ocampo got robbed. Fundora got exposed. Don't be surprised if the fight end up in the draw. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Look, you just seen him hit him with a 4-punch combination.
And Ocampo has done some good work on the inside.
Like, the fact that Fundora's getting hit with this shit is like, you know. Don't be surprised if this fight end up in the draw, bro. Don't be surprised if it end up in the draw. If it end up with Ocampo winning. Or if it end up with Fundora winning by some super crazy wide card. That's fucking boxing for you. That's fucking this state and age of boxing for you. Why y'all always hating on my soul brother, Jamel Charlo? My kinfolk. But y'all know me, I'm half black, half Irish, and half full-blooded Chicano. So I'm half black, half Mexican, half Irish. Keep it simple. They spilled all this ice and shit in Fundora. Look all that. Look how wet his corner is. They spilled all this shit in Ocampo corner. It could very well be 5-5. It could very well be 5-5. For some reason, I smell it. I think somebody gonna get robbed. I smell it. I'm smelling something. I'm smelling some fishiness. I'm smelling some bullshit somewhere. Something tell me we gonna watch this whole fight for nothing at fucking 1 o'clock in the morning, and it's gonna end in a draw. That's what my gut's telling me, that this shit's gonna be a fucking draw. And I'm gonna be like, motherfucker, we watched that shit for nothing. And it ain't gonna be no rematch. Here's Steve Farhood's card. And it ain't gonna be no rematch. Watch. This shit gonna be a draw and ain't gonna be no rematch. Okay, now Fundora back to jabbing and moving all of a sudden. He spent the last, what, 8 rounds in the phone booth. Now he all moving and jabbing and shit. He trying to pull an Oscar Trinidad. I got this in the bag. He think he got it in the bag? I'm not a quarter. I'm half black, half Irish, and half Chicano. Negro Chicano. I checked my ancestry.com. I got blood. My family's blood is down in Guadalajara. And over in Belfast. And from Philly. That's my roots. And a little bit from Turkey via Turkish wolf blood. Anyway, 1 minute left in round number 11. And so far, it is Fundora round because he's doing this shit. He just been boxing. Like, this is it. He went back to boxing this round. This guy. Now all of a sudden he want to box. Now, listen. Now all of a sudden he want to box and shit now. I mean, I guess it's a smart strategy.
Yes, Ocampo unable to get in the inside.
I guess it's the smart strategy.
And not everything's getting
Yeah, I'm Spanish. Y'all can't tell I'm Hispanic. I'm from Hispanic descent. You can't tell from my accent. All right, man. All right, Paul, chill. All right, round number 12. So listen, Fundora, let me tell you what this motherfucker did. He was in the phone booth from round 4 on, and then this round he pulled his boxing back out. I think that was smart though, because he sealed the round. He won that round. He clearly won round number 11. Now we go into the last round. I think Ocampo definitely won 3 of the last 4 rounds, arguably. Shit.
You need to give a lot of pressure in this last round.
Fundora need to win this round for it not to be a draw.
Throw a lot.
No, Ocampo needs to win this round for it not to be a draw. Oh, shit.
Sebastian Fundora has completed the 12-round distance once.
Oh, shit. I look Polish? Really? I'm going to check my Ancestry.com again. My DNA. All right, so Fundora, last round, he's back to jabbing. Now, Ocampo needs to go out there and take this motherfucking round. He is the B-side, and he's not the champion. He needs to go out there and not this, like, fuck this pawing with the jab shit. 30 seconds left, already gone. 30 seconds already gone. Here is the scorecard of Steve Farhood.
And for Fundora, it looks like he wants to utilize the jab, instead of, again, here in Carson, California, looking to close the show. Feels maybe he's done enough to ride out.
I don't know.
Well, there was never a round where Ocampo was not trying.
Put it this way.
He's been trying this whole fight. This is the 12th round, but Fundora's
so far, nothing's happening.
That we've been talking about, which is using that reach.
2 minutes left in round number 12.
Making it a lot difficult for Ocampo to get in.
And there's a sharp
Fundora just hits Ocampo with a big stiff jab. It's nothing going on in this round. There's nothing going on. And you would think that both of these guys would be out there turning it up to try to fucking get this shit over with, but nothing's going on.
If he doesn't throw enough punches, he doesn't feel like he's winning rounds.
Right. Very good point. Yeah.
Fundora's thrown 333 jabs, landed 55, and here's another stat that stands out. 57 to 27 body shot landed edge.
90 seconds left in the round. My issue is this. These guys are not fighting like it's not a close fight. And so far, right now, 1 minute left, Ocampo, both of them are fighting like they both know they got the fight in the bag.
He didn't throw as much body work as speaking of Ocampo, but he did throw a lot of headshots.
But if you were to look at this fight now that it's this last round, then it's only 50 seconds left. It is a pretty even round. See, these last 6 rounds, I'm gonna say the last at least 5 rounds, they've been extremely close rounds. The type of rounds that could have went either way, except for round number 11, where I feel Fundora clearly won because he went back to boxing. But I won't be surprised if Fundora loses this fight. Me personally, I think I would be comfortable with a draw. 20 seconds left. It looks like Ocampo's winning this round number 12, but it's not like by like a lot. I don't know, man. I don't like how both of them fought like they had the fight in the bag. Anyway, let's do my post-fight video.
And Fundora
so,
and Ocampo giving each other a sign of respect, and we mentioned it already.
So, I am kind of disappointed because the way that fight ended, it's almost like both of those guys felt that they didn't need to really go hard, especially for a potentially close fight. Let's turn this down. I'm T-Street Controversy with Fight View 360. We cover every single major fight live. This card ran late. It is 12:58 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sunday morning, October the 9th. What was Showtime thinking? So we did lose a big fight today with Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn, which was supposed to happen earlier today. Conor Benn. Here's the punch stats. Okay, so let's read this out loud. Interesting. Ocampo, 869 thrown. Fundora, 871 thrown. 259 landed for Fundora. 192 for Ocampo. Does that sound right? Power punches, 506 for Fundora, 653 for Ocampo. 184 of those landed for Ocampo. 200 landed for Fundora. 59 jabs, 365 thrown for Fundora. 8 jabs landed for Ocampo. 216. Pause it on the screen if you have to see those punch stats. It seemed as though that Fundora was the more overall active boxer, though.
Because early on, look,
let's turn it up.
There's Fundora at range, giving himself room to punch, and Ocampo's getting a few things in, but that's where Fundora can land those clean, visible shots. But there were lots of times in this fight where he didn't stay at range like this, right? Where he just laid on the inside with Ocampo. Didn't mean he didn't accomplish something, but it gave Ocampo more of a chance. But those are the segments. It was great. The truck showed those. That's Fundora at his best in this fight.
We're going to be listening to the scorecard soon. I would be comfortable with the draw. There were a lot of close rounds, especially during that second half of the fight. You know, I didn't like when referee Jack Reese approached Ocampo in the corner in between rounds. I believe that was rounds number up. Here they are. Here we are.
Dan Fitzgerald sees it 118-110, and Dr. Lou Moret scores about 119-109. All three in favor of the winner. And still the undefeated interim WBC super welterweight champion, the towering Inferno, Sebastian Fundora.
Sebastian Fundora remains undefeated. Winning streak reaches 7 for Carlos Ocampo. His winning streak ends at 12. Let's go to Jim Gray.
I'm cool with the win, but not the scorecards. Let's listen to the post-fight interview.
Thank you. I want to display a little bit more boxing. You saying the dressing room? Are you going to box today? Like, let me show a little bit of boxing today. Let me jab a little bit more today. So that's why I wanted to display. I still had to go in there and bang for the fans because I know that's what they came here for. And I gave them some.
But that's when you took control of the fight, when you stopped boxing and then you went inside.
Actually, I thought my jab was pretty solid throughout the fight. Definitely when he backed up, but. It's just something I like. I like to bang. I like to try to break the opponent down.
How would you describe your opponent?
I don't know. Tough. Very tough. He took the punches. His face falling up pretty bad too, but hey, he banged. But you know what? That's what I expected. He's a Mexican, a tough Mexican fighter. Hats off to him, of course.
And what is it you're trying to do when he is just so inside and leaning against you the entire time and taking away a lot of his power because his balance is all towards your chest?
Well, towards the middle of the fight, I wanted to see if I can get instead of Spence got him with the body, but I was like, that's the only way I was going to stop him. I saw in the middle of the rounds with the uppercut, the left uppercut to the stomach, and I was like, that's going to slow him down, so I might as well take that tip.
Are you pleased with your performance?
I am pleased because I did what I trained for. I trained a lot for this boxing. I try not to say it too much because I don't know what's going to come out of the fight, but I did train for a lot of distance. I think I used it a lot more in this fight.
And now we've got Charlo against Zhu. Are you going to wait for the winner of that fight, and do you think you'll get that?
Of course. I'm the WBC mandatory.
That doesn't always mean that you're going to get it.
I have my spot. I think I have my spot. I earned my spot. We'll see what happens with those two. I like to see it. That's a good fight. So I hope I have next. Fingers crossed.
Now, your sister, and it's a family affair. Obviously, your dad in the corner. What was this night like for you to have been here so early to see what she had to do and winning her decision and now ending up the evening?
It's a dream come true. You know, when I was walking out, actually the past 3 fights, I get a little watery-eyed. I'm like, dang, these fans are out here for me. You know, it's a blessing. Thank you to all the fans that came out today. Thank you for everybody that came from the Coachella Valley to support me and my sister. You know, God bless you guys, man. It means a lot to me. It means so much.
Nerve-wracking watching your brother?
Not at all. It was exciting.
All right. Congratulations. We look forward to you next time. Go ahead.
Thank you to Al Heyman. Thank you to PBC. Thank you to Samson, of course. Thank you to Dr. Ruiz. A big help. You guys don't even know this camp was very, very hard, but you know we pushed it through. We got the W, and we'll see you guys in hopefully spring.
Okay, you got it, Sebastian. Congratulations. Mauro, back to you.
All right, Jim, fighting Fundora's our squad goals, and Gabriela victorious earlier tonight. Sebastian victorious in the main event. The first time that they've been on the same card, and I don't think it will be the last. Sebastian Fundora remains unbeaten with a unanimous decision win over Carlos Ocampo.
A solid win for Sebastian Fundora. It wasn't as explosive as some other fights, but he showed us his skill set.
I like what I saw in the beginning and at the end of this fight with Fundora, using his height and his reach.
You know, I'm not high on Sebastian Fundora as one of the top guys at 100. I mean, he is one of the top guys at 154 pounds, clearly. Look at these disgusting scorecards. 117, 111 by Rudy Barragan, 118, 110 by Dan Fitzgerald, and 119, 109 by Lou Moret. Ew. Who are they watching? You know, maybe they were sipping on Grandpa's old cough medicine, huh? You know, they probably had to get a little something to keep him up. But Steve Farhood had it 116, 112. And, you know, I'm cool with that. You know, I do think that if the decision would have went any way, it should have went Fundora's way. Me personally, I was along the lines of a draw. I didn't see nothing. I saw some glimpses of some special talent in Fundora, you know, with the body work, the inside. And, you know, if he boxes more, you know, but, you know, and he's strong, you know, it was multiple times that Ocampo was trying to push him back and just couldn't do it. So Fundora's got, you know, he's got some skills. But, you know, if we would have put him against the top guys right now or the top guy at 154 pounds, I'm sorry. You know, Jermell Charlo would end him. You know, I want to see him versus Tony Harrison next. I think that's the fight to make. Right? You know, I think that's the fight to make. You know, my gosh, could you imagine him versus Danny Garcia? Like, man. Dude, like, how do you think that would go? Danny Garcia is at 154 pounds. But how do you think that would go? That'd be nuts. I can't even picture like a face-off. I just think Danny Garcia is too small for 154, my personal opinion. You know, but when we talk about fights that can happen, you know, because it's not going to be Charlo next, you know, unless he wants to wait until what? I mean, the late spring, I guess. It's October, you know, so I don't know. But I don't know if Charlo's going to be next. But I think it's going to be either. I think we're going to see Danny Garcia versus Tony Harrison, or the combination of one of them two against Sebastian Fundora. That's what I think, especially when I'm looking, you know, like at the rankings right now. You know, of fights that could potentially make, maybe they do him versus Brian Castano. But why would they make that fight for him, you know, a hard fight like that when, you know, they're trying to get to Jermell Charlo? You know, I don't know. But, you know, as I said, you know, he's only 24. You know, we're gonna see where he is. Like I see some special things. You know, I see some special things. But right now, I'm just not ready to say he'll beat the best guy in the division, Jermell Charlo. And we're going to just leave it at that. Take your time out, like the video, subscribe, and teach through controversy with Fight View 360. We got a brutal week ahead with Liam Parra, Brock Jarvis, Clarissa Shields, Savannah Marshall, Alicia Baumgartner, Michaela Mayer, Alicia Baumgartner, Deontay Wilder versus Robert Helenius, Devin Haney versus George Kambosos 2. It's going to be brutal this week. So, you know, it took a little bit of a hiatus, getting some things done to the house, and I had tonsillitis. So we're back full time. We're going to see you guys on Monday. Thanks for watching. I'm T Street Controversy with Fight View 360. Please subscribe.